Hello, everybody. Welcome to About the Mafia TV, bringing you all the latest news and interesting mafia-related content. We have an interesting story for you today. Money laundering, a very popular scheme, a very popular method of money transfer of organized crime groups all over the world, but we have a unique way of doing it in today's story. Okay, so we recently came out with an article on aboutthemafia.com. If you don't visit the site, first of all, go bookmark the site. That should be your best website for, everything mafia related content, US and in Italy. Today's story, we have a Swiss gems trader who's actually under fire and going on trial for laundering mafia money using diamonds. Now, if you're not familiar with money laundering, I'm going to put a definition of money laundering on the screen for you. So here it is. And we're using diamonds here for laundering the money for the mafia. So, I'm fairly knowledgeable in watches and jewelry, etc. I've always had a passion for that since I was, a young kid. I'm still a young kid, but when I was even younger, this passion started. And looking at, let's just say watches as investments, right? Wealth transfer. So buying a watch, right? If you really think about it, let's just say you buy a watch that's $5,000, right? $5,000. You're not, if the value of that watch is 5,000, right? If you get it at the lowest possible value the watch will ever go, you could think of it like you're just transferring the money into the watch. You're not spending the money, you're not losing it forever. Think of it, you're taking the bills, the dollar bills, and you're putting it into the watch. And since you got it at the lowest value, you could at any time withdraw that 5,000 and have $5,000. People say it's a very safe investment, watches. And this is, and I bring this up because this is what I thought of when I wrote this article, because that's essentially what they're doing here. What this Swiss diamond metals trader is doing for the mafia here. They're taking the cash, the cash, the bills, the euros. And what he's doing is he's putting it into diamonds, about $750,000 worth in this case. And this trader, his name, they didn't give his name because of the local reporting restrictions over there. They just went by it as C. So C brought this money, put it into diamonds. Okay, don't think that he spent the money on diamonds. He transferred the bills, the cash into diamonds, and at any time he would be able to withdraw that 750,000, being he got it at the lowest value of the diamonds. Now this is a very interesting way of laundering money. Definitely not unique, so to say, but it's very interesting. It's because people say this way of investment is safer than stocks, and crypto stuff like that. And now just one more point I wanted to bring up for this story was that this case ultimately brings to light the activities of criminal organizations that are turning to gold, diamonds, and other precious metals in order to transfer this money into and to launder their money, specifically in Switzerland. Switzerland seems to be the capital for this, or the hotspot for money laundering. In this case, even though tougher rules are starting to get implemented in the nation. So we'll see how that pans out going into the future. But since 2013, Switzerland also has regularly provided access to details of bank accounts and its holders to different countries. So, in 2021, the number of countries that Switzerland was sharing this data with was 81 countries. So this data is being passed around. It's going to be interesting to see what policies come out to combat this money laundering, because now we're transferring this money into these cold hard assets. In this case, the diamonds. There's no cash to be found. So it's very interesting. They're not keeping the cash liquid when they launder it. They're transferring the wealth into a hard asset, and that's what they're using to launder it, etc. So, criminal organizations, as a result, have started purchasing bullion and precious gems and storing them in regulated safety deposit boxes as a way of funneling wealth and laundering money. So I just want to bring you guys this quick little snippet of what's going on with the money laundering overseas in Switzerland, mostly with the Italian mafia, but I'm sure this method is being used with multiple organized crime families all over the world. So if this was informative to you at all, the whole concept of transferring the wealth into the hard asset, being the diamonds, if that was informative to you at all, if that kind of shed some light on your understanding of money laundering, how it could be used. I know this was a quick video. Hopefully I'll have some more lengthier ones on the way. That's in the plan, so that should be coming soon. Make sure to subscribe, like the video if you enjoy the content. Check out my interview with John Panisi, which is the featured video on the channel. That was a great interview. I tried to ask questions I would never ask before on Vlad TV, etc. And according to the comments, I did a fairly great job of doing that. So subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.